What's up, all you miners out there? Today I got another video for it. I finally got my 30 series rig built out, and now it's a 6 GPU rig. It has one 3080 on it, one 3060 Ti, and four 3070s. And I'm on this Gigabyte page because anyone that's seen a few of my other videos, you'll know that I had an issue with my Gigabyte Z270 motherboard. It's the Z270 PD3 motherboard to be specific. I'll have a link to that motherboard in the description. I'll also link this page here because this is where I got the mining BIOS that I did. So I did flash the BIOS, and if we scroll all the way down here, I'll show you. It goes through how to flash it. It's pretty simple, straightforward. But if we scroll all the way down, like I said, you'll have all these BIOSes, and you find the one that you have as far as the board. So I had, like I said, the Z270 D3. So if I go to Z270 D3, I just click this here and it downloads the BIOS. Now I already downloaded it, and you can see you can have up to 7 GPUs with this BIOS on it. Now I only have 6. I would need a M.2 adapter to run a 7th, and I do not plan on running a 7th. I'm happy with 6 on this board. I have the same motherboard on my test bench that does not have this mining BIOS on it, but I also don't run that many cards on it, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. But I did flash this BIOS over to the rig, as you can see, and right here is uploading to it. And then it pretty much set a lot of the stuff you needed. Had 4G encoding enabled and had the PCIs to Gen 2 automatically. I did change a few things as far as the boot once it regains power, and also to use my iGPX onboard graphics as the graphics and not the cards. So if we look here at the prices of what crypto is going at right now, you'll see on Coin 360, it's taking a minute to load. I don't know what's up with my internet today, but you'll see it's at 4,100, which is what I'm mining. So we're going to go through some profitability of this rig once we go through it here. But you see it's at 4,100. But here is my actual rig, as you can see. And if we log into it, you can see now it's recognized. So these two here specifically, right in here, these two would show up as G104 before, and this one would work. And it's any GPU, not just 30 series GPUs. But you can see it's mining, and everything's mining pretty well. It's all pretty efficient. My 37s are really doing pretty well. Now, if I wanted to take this off of the absolute core, my 3060 Ti, I can get this up to 120 watts, and this will mine at 62 megahash a second also. But I did lower the core just to lower the temperatures a little bit. My temps are looking pretty good, and you can see the rig here actually set up with all 6 GPUs on it. You know, I struggled with that 6 GPU. Once I flashed this BIOS, it just worked pretty much immediately. So, like I said, it'll be in the description below if anyone has this motherboard and wants to run 6 or 7 GPUs. So if we go here into the miner, you can see it actually mining at 409 to 410 megahash a second for the entire rig, which makes up for almost half of my farm as far as megahash on HiveOS. Now I have my test bench and my 2x3060 rig are both on Windows. I do plan on putting more rigs on HiveOS as I build them, but my test bench I leave on Windows. A little easier for me to it's nice to overclock on Windows with MSI Afterburner as far as testing, just to dial in a card. And my 2x3060 rig, obviously it's on Windows because that's the only way I can mine ETH. So if we go into what to mine here, now let's look at the power that it says it's pulling. So it is saying that this is pulling 815 watts. So it's probably pulling about 870 watts total. So we'll go with 880 watts, and we're doing 409 megahash a second. So it's going to be calculating ETH at 4134. So if we calculate that, this rig is generating almost $75 a day here, $74.53, at a almost $72 profit. Now I do have 13 cents per kilowatt hour. It's pretty accurate to what I pay. So I'm making over $70 a day just on this one rig. But like I said, I mean, I had to go through this mining BIOS, put that on the board, but it was definitely worth it. Obviously, it's something free that you can do, but it got it up and running, and now my 30 series rig is finally complete. And now I can work on another rig. So I do have some other stuff coming up. I do have some other cards to benchmark, like a 1660 Ti, a 2080 or 2060 KO, and I have a 2070 Super I'm going to benchmark. But for now, I mean, $72. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how much this rig cost me either. I also have one more 2070, but I'll put that on a different rig for now. One of the 2070s actually on here. This, see which one it is. This EVGA one actually isn't mine. It's my friend's whose computer I'm building, but he has yet to buy all the parts. I was able to get him the graphics card, but it's been on my mining rig since I got it. I told him that's the price he's paying for me holding his graphics card and paying for it up front for him. So once he comes and gets it, hopefully I can build it. He's going to have a really nice gaming PC. We'll probably do like an i7 10700K or something, or 10900K, maybe even a 99. But, you know, I'd like to see other builds out there, like what you guys are running with. If anyone else has a 6x 30 series rig coming, I'd love to get some more 3080s. You can see it's just shredding right now. I got this over 100 mega hash a second, actually. This 3080 would actually do just over 100 mega hash a second at 225 watts. So if I were to take this absolute core off, it would actually do just over 100 mega hash a second. My 3070s sit about where they're at now, even with the absolute core clock on, but these are actually running slightly better power efficiency. So I'm going to leave those with these core clocks. And I did up the memory slightly on them since I had them on last. I was doing plus 2500 across the board on them. And maybe if I up this a little bit, but I don't want to throttle this 3080 too much. It is at 47 degrees on the core temps. But I don't see the memory temperature in HiveOS like I would on Windows. And it was pushing into the 90s when I was testing it on Windows at 100 mega hash a second. So I'm not going to push this any further. My 3060 Ti, maybe I'll try pushing a little bit more, because I know I did squeeze a little more mega hash a second out of it when I was just doing negative 200 on the core clock and not 1350 absolute core. I'll also see, since this is relatively new and people are still tinkering with it, it's only been implemented for like, what, a month or two. So I'll see what people are doing, and hopefully they get more cards on this absolute core clock so I can see what other people are using. I tried it on my P104 rig. I tried it on. I went to absolute core clock, and I just crashed the rig. So I just set it back to what it was, because I don't want to really mess with that rig. It's been pretty solid. But, you know, thanks for checking this video out. You know, that's my 6x 30 series rig. Hopefully I can get some more cards real soon and build out another one. But, you know, thanks for checking this out. Let me know if you guys are using 30 series cards, what you're using, what your overclocks are. If you're on HiveOS, what your absolute core clocks are, your memory and everything. I'll try some other stuff. But thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.